What's up guys, it's Tony aka D-Slaps here. We're back with a brand new Draft League video, baby. I'm your coach of the Austin FC for Dealings, and this is our week 4 game of LTM Mayhem, our newest Draft League on the channel. This week we're going up against Freedomon and the Welshians. Of course, you can go check out our opponent and all the other LTM coaches down in the description below, as well as be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on our Pokemon content, and leave a like if you do end up enjoying the video. I would really appreciate it. Last week, we took our second loss of the season after some unfortunate luck and some overall lackluster gameplay. If we want to keep our playoff hopes alive, we will need to up our game big time against one of the scariest offensive drafts in the league. Now let's not hold back the game any longer, and let's get right into the battle. Here we are, week number 4 of the LTM going up against Frito. Let's see what they decided to bring. Pretty nervous about this game. I think this matchup could go both ways. I feel pretty decent about the team I got this week. And you know, this is a pretty big win. We're sitting at 1-2 right now. Not pretty big win, a pretty big game because we're sitting at 1-2. So we really do want to enter the second half of the season like at 3-2. That's like a big goal, right? That's a good place to be sitting to give ourselves the best chance possible to clinch playoffs. So we're really looking for a win in the next couple of weeks, and that starts right here, right? So let's just see what our opponent decided to bring. So we're gonna see Mamoswine, Heracross, Kilowattrel, Delphox, Empoleon, and the Serena. So I'm kind of surprised by the Serena. I mean, it is their only removal, but Loki, I thought Serena kind of blue in this matchup. No Clawitzer, no Muck, no Flapple. Didn't really prep for the Flapple, so I'm glad about that. Clawitzer looked really annoying, so I'm glad Terra Clawitzer is not here. And Muck could have been annoying, but you know, we didn't see it, so that's good. So we also see that the Mamoswine is Terra Ghost, which is a bit concerning because I have like the Cobra Berry, right? For knockoff on Mamo, and now that kind of like makes that a little irrelevant, assuming they have Terra Blast. And on top of that, I am Terra Psychic Meloetta, so I kind of have to hold off on terraing for a little bit potentially, so I don't have to take a big Terra Blast. We got to figure out what his Scarfers are in order to kind of clean up our end game with either like Kleavor or maybe Meloetta. I'm really trying to clean up the end game for Kleavor. That's kind of my goal. But we'll see what happens. Good look up under our opponent. They brought the Heracross, of course, super scary. Kilowattrel is really good into my team. The Delphox, Empoleon, and Serena. So not super surprised about what they decided to bring, other than like the Serena is kind of like a iffy bring, I felt like. So they're going to lead off with the Empoleon. Kleavor felt like a pretty good lead. Worst case would have been like the not Serena. What is that one called? The it would have been the Delphox, because I would have had to fear it potentially being Scarf lead, but we aren't going to see that. I get to U-turn for free here. I don't imagine I KO with the close combat, so I don't feel good about going for that turn 1. Yeah, it'd be a roll, and if they are decently bulky, then I wouldn't kill. If I pivot out here, I can go into Gastro, and I do have the Rendo Berry or the Grass Knot, so I do feel good about doing that. We're going to go ahead and U-turn here. Go into our Gastrodon. Luckily we don't see an Aqua Jet. That would have been a little annoying. We don't see Helmet either. Our U-turn did about 20%, so maybe especially defensive. If I go into Gastrodon here on a Grass Knot, we can take 2. I don't know if we'll kill 2 EQs, but we'll see right now what happens, right? I hope we just see a Water move just to get my Storm Drain up. We're going to see Flip Turn, so that's good for us. So we see Flip Turn. And Serena might come in. I think this is fine for me. I could make a double predicting the Serena and the Grass Knot. If I predict either one of those, I could go back into Kleavor here. How much is Kleavor taking from Grass Knot? Taking a good chunk that I don't really like. Could go into Callum, but I don't do much otherwise. Is this a play that I really want to be making? It would be nice, right? And I get a big U-turn again off on this team. I really want to make that play. but I also don't want to take a grass knot. The health might be really, really nice. I'm going to go ahead and fire off an EQ for now. If they go into Serena, so be it. We're going to see a hard withdrawal here. That sucks. So I definitely could have gone into... Yeah, it's going to be the Serena, right? I definitely could have gone into my Kleavor here, but we can make those kind of plays later in the game. Right, let's just play a little bit slow right now, a little bit safe. We can see lefties, anything? We don't. I'm going to go into my Galar Wheezing here. I'm not going to appreciate getting knocked off, I won't lie. But it is what it is. I'd rather... This is my better check for Serena for now. Because, I mean, both Mammoth and Heracross are stupid terrifying for my team. Stupid terrifying. So yeah, we need a big win here just to close out the first half of the season on a good note. We also would love a big differential win as well, because our losses so far this season have been by pretty big margins. So we're gonna go ahead and make a withdrawal. They could definitely just U-turn here. I think knockoff pretty free as well. So we'll just see what they decide to click here. They're gonna see that we're neutralizing gas. I'm gonna see a U-turn come out. So they did 14 HP to me. With Serena. So do we see any attack investment perhaps? Yeah, that actually is adamant max attack. Yeah, okay, that's good to know. So U-turn, adamant max attack. Awesome. Good information to know. The Serena also took a little bit of chip. So this lets in a number of things. Delphox is going to be really unfortunate to see come in. I wouldn't mind seeing Empoleon come in. We're going to see Hermione. That's going to be the Delphox. I'm going to go ahead and pivot into my Gastro here. I think I want to keep Meow Wow a bit healthy. Actually, let's go into Meow Wow. Just because I do fear... the taking damage with my Gastrodon, because I do need that pretty healthy to help with that Kilowattrel later. So we're gonna go ahead and pivot out. We're gonna go into our Meloetta here. We should be able to take the Delphox hits pretty well. We're gonna see a straight up Fire Blast. That was a crit. Yeah, that sucks. Crit. Gonna knock me down to 211, so I did 42 with the crit Fire Blast. So that was a high roll for Timid. Could they afford to be modest in this game? If they wanted to, they really could. That would be aggressive on my Houndoom, but I suppose they could. I'm gonna go ahead and just fire off a Shadow Ball here. Should be fine. Took a lot more chip than I would have liked, but Shadow Ball should be pretty free into this team right now. We're gonna go ahead and do that. We're going to see a withdrawal here. And we're going to see Poseidon the Empoleon come in. So we're going to go ahead and fire off a Shadow Ball. Really hoping not to see a Spadaf drop here. Okay, cool. So Empoleon. Thunderbolt would not two-shot. It might two-shot from this range, but I don't feel comfortable with that. I could go into... this, and I really don't need my Colbur Berry, to be honest, so I don't mind going into Bronzong this turn and getting an EQ off. That seems fine to me. Your pivot into me, I don't know, might be Mammo or something. EQ looks really nice against their team, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna take a little bit more chip than I would like on this, but that's kind of what this game's gonna be. It's just gonna be how can I set myself up to be to just get my offense going. We're gonna see Roost. Okay. We see Roost. So that ended up working out for me. I can go ahead and click EQ here. If they go into Serena, that's fine with me. We're gonna see Knock. Okay, cool. So he probably doesn't have Grass Knot then for my Gastro. So I might go into Gastro this turn now. We're gonna do about 40%. Let me just confirm this is Spadef. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. So I could EQ again. Serena would probably come in, or Kilo. Well, they would flip turn first. I'm gonna go into my Gastro here. And what are we going to see? Like I said, I don't think they'll have, I don't think they're going to have the move. Or Storm Drain, so maybe I should have been specially offensive then. I mean, I kind of am, right? I'm going to go ahead and click Earthquake here. Just get my move off. So, that's good. This thing's sitting a bit weaker. We're going to see, yeah, we're going to see Serena come in. I do really need to get my rocks up. I need to find a position to Stone Axe with my Kleavor. So I'm going to go ahead and pivot out again. I could go into Schwag. Schwag would bait in the Delphox. I could go into Gastro from there. Schwag would also bait in maybe the Heracross, the Mamoswine perhaps. If I go into G-Weeze, that kind of just baits in you the Kilo or the Delphox. I can get into Gastro. I think that sounds a bit better for me. I'd rather bait in the Kilo or the Delphox rather than the what is the other thing? The rather than the Heracross or the Mamoswine. Those two are just the most terrifying things on their team. So we're gonna go ahead and pivot out here. We're gonna see a Trop Kit come out. So there goes my attack stat. My attack stat. So they went into what last time? They went into Delphox. This is a pretty free Sludge Bomb, low key. I could also Willow predicting. It's whether it's like, do I want a Willow predicting Empoleon to come in just so I have that chip happening, or do I want a Sludge Bomb? If they go into Imp here, I get to go into Lucario and start putting on some big pressure under their team, which sounds a lot better to me. Whereas if I get the prediction wrong and they go into Delphox, I get to go into Gastrodon. That's a bit of a passive play for me. So I think I want to predict the Delphox coming in here because I don't mind the Empoleon coming in. I want to punish the bad play for me. That sounds right to me. So I'm a Sludge Bomb here. We're going to see a hard withdrawal. So they also didn't U-turn, and they know that I'm not Helmet, so potentially Scarfed. Potentially. We're going to Sludge Bomb here. I'm going to go into Lucario this turn. Just try to get some offensive momentum here, because we are just getting being a little bit passive with our Gastrodon. That was like Gastrodon's the last one I added to the team, and I really didn't enjoy putting it on just because it felt really passive into this team. But you know, this is what we're gonna deal with. They're gonna set up their rocks, which sucks because I don't have removal on this team this week, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. We're gonna go ahead and click close combat here. I think that's stupid free into their team, right? Yeah, it just seems like the best click here. Suppose I could predict something coming in, like the I could predict the Delphox, the Kilo, something like that. But close combat's gonna do a million to it no matter what comes in here. So we're gonna go ahead and click CC. They are Choppable. I don't think that matters here though. No, definitely not. Okay, cool. So Lucario kills Imp, which is super nice for me. That's super nice. That's nice for my what do you call it? My Meloetta. They're breaking through. So this probably beats in the Delphox, I imagine. It could let in the Mamoswine as well because they are Terra Ghost. This could actually let in a lot of things. Heracross would live a Meteor Mash. I wonder if they Fear Psychic, because I almost had that on here, and of course that's always a possibility. So it's interesting to see what they go into here now. They go into Delphox. So I'm going to go ahead and go into my Gastro here. These rocks are going to be a bit annoying, but yeah, like I was really hit with the G-Weezing 4-move slot syndrome this game. We're going to go ahead and go into Gastro here. What are we going to see pop off? We're going to see Fire Blast go in. So it did 74 with that. I just want to see if we can get a better gauge if that's modest or what. So Gastrodon versus Delphox. 74 with the Fire Blast. Definitely like leaning towards Timid for sure. I can go ahead and click Earthquake here. I could click Surf as well. Surf doesn't seem like a bad click this turn. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. If they want to Grass Knot me, we might live 2 at this point. Actually, I was talking Empoleon. If this is... Yeah, man, I'm thinking they're double Scarfers right now. I'm not going to lie. And that's a little scary for my team because I don't have a ton of speed control this week for my team. Like I said, I think this is Scarf Serena. I think this is potentially Scarf Delphox. So definitely very terrifying. And if that is Scarf Delphox, keeping Gastrodon in the back is going to be super important, right? So, we're going to go ahead and go into Wheeze. If they U-turn, that's fine. I could also go into Lucario this turn. Either way, let's in Delphox. So I'd rather not risk Lucario having to take like a really big, like weird Serena hit. So we're going to go ahead and go into our G-Wheeze here. Are they going to opt to U-turn? Oh man, these rocks are going to be so annoying for me. Okay. Super annoying. So, Kilo could also come in. Either way, Gastrodon gets to come in here. They fire off a Psychic here. I gotta make sure Gastrodon can live 2 Psychics. Or Size Shocks if that's what they decide to have. So, I'm sitting at 325. Size Shock. Would 2 KO me after Rocks. If they're Psychic, I think I'd probably take them a bit more. I would take them a bit better. I could go into Meloetta, but after Rocks, it's going to do a bajillion to me. If I lose Gastrodon, I'm in a really bad spot. I think I'm just going to risk it. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. Just really hope that they're not Size Shock. Just really hope that they're Psychic. I think I'd live 2 Grass Knots, which is nice at this range. I really freaking hope so. We're gonna see Psychic Noise. Oh, that's low-key even worse. I won't lie, that's actually really sucky. That's a good bring. That's good bring, man. So Psychic Noise. So I think a good play here, low-key, would be to Yawn. It forces Serena to U-turn next turn. And then do I live a Trop Kick from the Serena? And I can just like heal the following turn? No, I wouldn't ever. Okay. It'd force a U-turn. I'd be able to go into Callum here. That or I can go into Skilice. And that'd put on some decent pressure onto his team. The thing is, man. Oh man, that's scary. I think I'm gonna click Yawn here. It forces an awkward turn from my opponent. We're gonna... Oh! That's not good. Okay. Okay, so they aren't Scarfed. Figure it out. So Grass Knot. So they have to make a weird play here. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get my recover off here. That's super important because if I lose this, I lose Kilowattrop for sure. And if they try to take me down, that's fine. Then this Delphox is asleep. Yeah, they're gonna withdraw. Hercules, that's the Heracross. Okay, so we might see maybe like a Trailblaze from this, but we have our G-Weezing pretty healthy, so we're fine here. And his Guts too, that's even better for me. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and go into our G-Weezing here. We actually are a bit weaker than I thought. Facade, I don't think it two-shots me though from where we're at, luckily. And we're pretty free to Pain Split on everything right now. Facade would totally be a roll, but I feel like he's going to want to set up the Trailblaze, I won't lie. Yeah, he is. Awesome for me. Okay. If I live any hit from this thing, I get the Pain Split here. And get some chip off on something, get some health back on my G-Weezing. So this is a good play for me. Good turn. We can go ahead and Pain Split here. Low-key Sledge Bombing might be better for the Delphox, but it's okay. It's fine. We'll figure it out as we go. So I think I have to sack something at this point. Because Delphox is going to come in. Damn, I almost brought Houndoom my last slot too, but Houndoom just didn't help me with the Kilowattrol. Kilowattrol and Delphox are really painful for me in my team here. So I think I'm gonna have to make a sack. We're gonna see the facade come out. Ow, okay. That's adamant. That has to be adamant. I didn't see what I was at, but that did a lot more than it should have. But Loki, if G-Weezing goes down, taking down this Heracross, I mean, that's good. G-Weezing did his job, right? So I gotta click Strange Steam here. I don't kill with Sludge Bomb. So we're gonna click Strange Steam. And do some great damage. We're gonna see it swap out. So it's sitting at like just above half. And we saw Facade and what's the other move called? Bringing some chip off on this. You saw the Facade and the Trailblaze, which I'm glad it's not whatever the other move is called. I'm glad it's not Sub. Sub is a little annoying. So Meloetta, are we looking to sack you at this point? I think low key, maybe. I think Meloetta might be a sack. It sucks that we got crit earlier by that Fire Blast. Otherwise, I feel a lot better going into you right now. Because they're sitting at 211, and with the rocks up, Fire Blast would 2-shot. They might try to make a prediction on my Gastrodon low key, or they might just Psychic Noise. Actually, if they Psychic Noise in a Fire Blast, I don't think they kill me. They're probably Boots. You know what? That'd make more sense. I do live 2. I'm gonna go ahead and stack my Meloetta here. If Meloetta dies to 2 Fire Blast, then I can just go into Kleavor the next turn because I know this isn't Scarfed, and we start putting on some crazy pressure against their team. So I think we're fine here. I think this is the play to make. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna see Psychic Noise pop off, so that's good for me. I get this Shadow Ball here. They don't have their Impo. Kilo probably doesn't kill me at this range. We should be good just to click a Shadow Ball here. I could Terra Psychic as well. That does nothing for me at this point. We're gonna go ahead and Shadow Ball and just get some huge chip on this. If he allows me to get this the Shadow Ball off, I think it's in range of E-Speed. I always live this Fire Blast. It says they're gonna miss anyways. Okay, they're gonna miss anyways, but I always live that. So I'm gonna go ahead and Shadow Ball here. We're gonna do some huge damage. So I could kill with the Hyper Voice. Is that better for me? I can click Hyper Voice here and be fine. It does more damage across the team. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll click Hyper Voice here. They're going to withdraw, so that's going to save the Delphox. That is a little surprising. Sitting at about a third. We're going to see Beauregard or Beauregard, the Serena come in. I'm pretty sure this is Scarfed. Fairly confident in that. I mean, Loki, that took none. Maybe it's AV actually. But why wouldn't you U-turn earlier? Yeah, I mean, that Hyper Voice should have done 1,000,000% more. Low key, I could go into Lucario here. You probably click Knock or Drop Kick or U-turn. I think I'm good here. You could totally click the fighting move here, which would suck. Weenie though. Do I just let Meloetta go down here? I think so, because I don't live a Fire Blast from Delphox anymore after Rocks. Let me confirm if this is Scarfed or not. I'm gonna Terra here and Psyshock to pick up the KO. Oh, Psyshock would regularly kill. It wouldn't actually. I'm gonna Terra and Psyshock here. Terra and Psyshock. We'll find out if this thing's Scarfed right now. If it is, that's cool. Good information to know. And for the most part, whatever they bring in is not going to appreciate Kleavor coming in. No, we got speed. So, down this thing goes. Awesome. Okay, cool. So Meloetta kills Serena. So not Scarfed on that either. So both of the potential Scarfers I thought weren't Scarfed. So Mamoswine is still in the back though, so maybe that's their Scarfer. If Mamoswine is Scarfed, do I need to keep G-Weezing healthy instead? Potentially. Potentially, because I could definitely Will-O-Wisp that thing if it is Scarfed. Because I do have Shucka, so I would live any hit. I believe, from the range I'm at. Let me see here. If I calc Mammo Swine, I would. So maybe that's something I need to pivot towards now. Where you see Thick Boy, I imagine it's the Mammo Swine. I'm gonna go ahead and just stay in here and click Psyshock here. I don't need to predict it tearing or anything like that. We'll find out if this thing's scarfed right now. We're gonna see it Terra here. And are we gonna find out if this Mammo Swine is scarfed right now? Will we get some information? We're gonna see Terra Blast, so it is Scarf Mammo. Okay. So it sucks that we Terra'd there. I think we needed to confirm that kill though on Serena, so that's fine with me. So how do I want to deal with this now? I could go into G-Weezing and fire off a Willow. That's like a really passive play. I could go into Kleavor here. I would outspeed. And I can Stone Axe. Can I live the hit from Mammo? Is Terra Ghost Terra Blast? I do live it even after Rock. Stone Axe with 2-shot. I'd get my rocks up, which would be super important. I outspeed the Heracross and kill it. Kilowattrel is still a thing. I think I like going into Kleavor here. We outspeed the Delphox and kill it. I think Kleavor is gonna put in some damage right now. So we're gonna go ahead and click Stone Axe here. We're gonna click Stone Axe. Oh, let me. Oh, damn it! I didn't want to say. I didn't want to say it, man. Damn it. Okay, that sucks. That sucks. This thing should be dead. It should be dead. Okay. I mean, I died to rocks now. I Stone Axe and get my chip off. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be freaking kidding me, man. Wow, we might just lose the game now. You're freaking joking me, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to do some calcs here. Lucario, can you kill Delphox with an E-Speed from the range it's at? I do. Heracross dies to Meteor Mash. Kilowattrel's still alive. But it dies to Rock Slide. I'll just have to take a Hurricane, which is the problem. But we do have Gastrodon still chilling in the back. So I just need to weaken this thing. I think I go into... this, or do I go into Bronzong first? I go into Bronzong, just fire off a Gyro Ball. Can I kill Delphox with the Gyro? It's a roll. I'm gonna go into this. Do I live a Terra Blast? I also didn't calc that. Such a bad spot because of that double miss, man. I do live the hit still from this Mammo. I just need immediate damage on this thing for now. So Gyro would do the most immediate damage. You're just freaking joking. I can't believe I missed both of those. Even just missing one would have been okay. Not both though. You're freaking joking me. Okay. So I think my best play here is just a Gyro. That or a Psychic Noise on Heracross coming in. Punishes that coming in, right? No, Gyro would still kill Heracross. Okay. We're gonna click Gyro here. We're gonna see Terra Blast. That's so stupid. Mammo kills Kleavor. We're gonna get a Gyro Ball off. Gonna do a ton of damage actually. That's a lot more than I expected. Shout out to you, Bronzong. So then I sack G-Weez to KO this thing. Can G-Weez kill this thing? I sure hope so. It says, oh, I got the wrong mon. Chiwis versus Mammal Swine. It says it's a roll to kill a strange team. That's unfortunate. No other play to make here, man. No other play to make here. Oh, you're so joking, dude. Mamo kills. What is this thing? Bronzong. That's so unfortunate, dude. Now I'm just wishing I just X's or just to get the chip off so Gyro would kill. We're gonna go ahead and go into this now. I mean, low key, I live a Terra. I actually eat Terra Blast for breakfast. I don't think I get 2-shot here. Oh, I might get 2-shot. It's a roll. Whoops. What am I saying that? 130, 39. Give me the rocks. If they... Yeah, it looks like Terra Blast probably kills me. Yeah, it actually definitely does. Do I have to Willow here? And if Delphox come in, I just kill myself? I could totally strange team here. It's just like, it's such a roll. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. They're gonna withdraw. Thing is, I think I lose to the Mamo. See Kilowatro come in. I'm gonna get a strange team off on this thing. Get a crit. I mean, I don't care about getting a crit against this thing. I care about me landing my stone axes. Okay. I mean, low-key, that's a big crit, I guess, because now it dies to E-Speed from Lucario. And I don't have to take that hit anymore. That is pretty important. That is pretty important. Going to Gastro here. Don't show me roots. We're going to see U-turn. Good U-turn, man. Good freaking U-turn. Oh, okay. So Kilo's now in range of E-Speed, right? A 1,000,000%. Yeah, it's in range of E-Speed. Delphox in range of E-Speed. Metacross or Heracross dies to Meteor Mash. Just about taking out that Mamoswine, man. That's the only thing keeping me in my way right now. The only thing keeping me out of the way. So Heracross is gonna come in. I'm gonna go ahead and go into my G-Weeze. Actually, low-key, the problem is if it sets up a Trailblaze here. If it sets up a Trailblaze, do I lose? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. So I think I sack my Gastro here. Oh man, do I lose if it sets up a Trailblaze? Do I lose? Heracross. How much is it taking to E-Speed? It should die at this range actually. So I think we're fine. I think we're still good. Just what's the sequence for me? I think I have to let Gastrodon die, because if I keep my G-Weezing healthy, which one takes a hit from Mamoswine better? Or do I go hard? I think I go hard into Lucario so I can keep 2 sacks for the Mamo. I think that has to be my play here. Oh, I ran out of time. I ran out of time. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I could have totally gone into my G-Weeze. That's what I was thinking about too. Okay, that's fine. If I go into Callum here, does that net me anything? I don't think so. I think I lose. Yeah, Lucario is my play. Lucario is my play. Go into Lucario, take the Facade, and then I have 2. I can sack something into Mamoswine, and then either Gastrodon or G-Weezing could hopefully take the EQ from there. I think that was my play 1,000,000%. I just lose at this point. Damn it, dude. I don't think I won this game either way, because I don't think Gastrodon or Gastrodon did not live in EQ, and Weezing after Rocks I think died to EQ. I'd have to check the damage right now, where I'm at. I'm at 139. Would I have lived? I don't think so, so I don't think it mattered. No, it's an EQ killed. So yeah, I'm gonna lose this game. That sucks. That's a frustrating game to lose because I definitely had this game won had I gotten my Stone Axe, either one of them, literally just one of them off against the Mammo Swine, but it is what it is. Also, if I had Bullet Punch over Rock Slide, which I was considering as well, I would have been in a good spot too. Okay. Well, let's just hope for a choke. Hope for a choke. Now we're just going to see the EQ crop off. GG to our opponent. You know, that's just the way mods go sometimes. Just bad luck. You know, what are you going to do, right? Next week was week 5. I already played that game, so I know how that game ended up. But you may not, so go check that out next week, of course. You can go check out the LTM playlist down in the description below, where you can check out how all our games went, right? At this point. And yeah, GG once again. Hopefully gonna bounce back better next week, and sitting at 1-3 now, not where we wanted to be. Definitely this game was in our hands. Just maybe I shouldn't have gone Kleavor against the Mammo. Like maybe there's a better play. I don't think so though. I think I made the right play. They crit me too. Gosh darn, salt in the wounds. You can go check out our opponent's side. Go check out all the other LTM coaches down in the description below. Hit that like button if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you are new for weekly LTM content. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.